Men over 50. Let me ask you something. What would happen if I told you that there's a specific point on your body that, when treated the right way, can send a surge of fresh blood to your most intimate areas, restore sensitivity, and help you wake up feeling like you did 20 years ago? It's not in the penis. It's not a muscle you work out at the gym, and most men have never thought about it. However, in my 12 years as a urologist, I've seen this simple routine, done with a common natural oil, restore confidence and performance in ways that truly surprise my patients. Today, I'm going to reveal exactly where that point is, why it's so powerful, and how you can start using it tonight to naturally strengthen your erections without pills or complicated devices. By the end of this video, you'll understand why castor oil can be such a powerful ally for blood flow, nerve sensitivity, and hormonal balance. You'll also learn exactly where to apply it, how often, and what changes you might expect in the coming weeks. So please stay with me, because the details here really matter. Before I tell you about the exact point and the method for applying castor oil, we first need to understand what's really happening inside the male body after age 50. You see, an erection isn't just a moment of arousal or a simple physical reaction. It's one of the most complex events your body can produce. It requires perfect coordination between your brain, your hormonal system, your network of sensitive nerves, and a precise response from your blood vessels. If even one of these elements slows down or becomes less efficient, the whole process can feel weaker, slower, or less reliable. Over time, the blood vessels that supply your erectile tissue can lose some of their natural flexibility. They become less able to open wide and allow that surge of blood needed for firmness. When that blood arrives, it can be harder to keep it trapped inside the erectile chambers. At the same time, your testosterone levels, the hormones that fuel not only desire but also tissue health, can start to decline gradually. This gradual change can affect your energy, mood, and the very strength of your erections. Another change that often goes unnoticed is in the tiny nerve endings that carry pleasure signals from the penis to the brain. Over the decades, these nerve endings can lose some of their sensitivity, meaning the same touch or stimulation that once triggered a strong response might now feel dulled. And we can't forget the pelvic floor muscles, those deep, often overlooked muscles that act like a locking mechanism to keep blood in the penis once it's there. With age, these muscles can weaken, and when they do, erections are more prone to fading before you want them to. Now, this is where many men start to lose hope. They assume this slow decline is just an inevitable part of aging, that nothing can be done to reverse it. I can tell you from years of working with patients that this simply isn't true. The body, even after 50, still has a remarkable capacity for recovery if you give it the right kind of stimulation, care, and environment. When you target the right structures, the muscles, blood vessels, and nerves can restore vitality in ways that feel almost like turning back the clock. And this is exactly where castor oil becomes such a surprising and powerful tool. It's not a magic potion, but when applied to the right spot in the right way, it can support circulation, awaken dormant nerve endings, and help recondition the pelvic area for stronger, more reliable erections. In a moment, I'll show you exactly how to use it. Castor oil isn't just any ordinary oil you might find in your kitchen or medicine cabinet. It has a very unique composition, the most important part of which is a natural compound called ricinoleic acid. This compound is what gives castor oil its remarkable healing properties. It works as a natural anti-inflammatory, soothing deep irritation within tissues and relieving areas that may be tense, stiff, or under stress. It also supports blood circulation by helping blood vessels relax and open up, allowing more oxygen-rich blood to flow where it's needed. And perhaps equally important, it stimulates the lymphatic system, your body's internal cleanup crew, to move more efficiently, clearing out built-up toxins and waste products that can slow healing and reduce tissue vitality. These qualities are why castor oil packs have been used in traditional medicine across cultures for hundreds of years. People applied them to the abdomen to stimulate sluggish organs like the liver, to sore joints to relieve pain, or to the skin to speed recovery from injuries. The oil's deep, penetrating nature made it a favorite remedy for issues that needed more than surface-level treatment. When we focus on men's sexual health, the real magic of castor oil lies in that same ability to sink deeply into tissues. It doesn't just sit on the skin. It moves through the layers, reaching areas rich in blood vessels and nerve endings. When applied over key zones that influence erectile function, castor oil can help muscles release long-held tension, improve blood vessel openness, and bring fresh, nutrient-rich blood to the erectile tissues. It's also incredibly effective at nourishing those delicate nerve endings that may have become less responsive with age. Think of it as gently waking up a pathway that's been quiet for too long. This renewed nerve activity can mean greater sensitivity, more natural arousal, and a stronger brain-body connection during intimacy. Many men who try this technique describe the effect in very similar words. They call it a gentle awakening, or a silent switch flipping back on. They notice a subtle warmth, a pleasant fullness, or even a tingling in areas they haven't felt that way in years. This isn't about forcing the body. It's about creating the right environment for it to remember how to function at its best. And when this deep-acting oil is combined with the specific application point I'm about to reveal, the results can be surprisingly powerful. Not in a sudden, artificial way, but in a steady, natural return of function that feels like your own body working exactly as it should. So, where exactly should this be applied? The secret point isn't actually on the penis itself, as many might assume. It's the perineum, that soft, slightly muscular area located between the scrotum and the anus. Though it might not seem like an obvious choice, this small area is, in fact, a major crossroads for some of the most important structures that control erections. Beneath this layer of skin lies the bulbospongiosus muscle, which acts almost like a natural clamp, helping to trap blood inside the penis and maintain firmness. Running through this region are also branches of the pudendal nerve, which carry crucial signals of arousal and sensation to and from the brain. Alongside these nerves are arteries that supply fresh, oxygen-rich blood directly to the erectile tissue. In other words, this isn't just a patch of skin. It's a control center for sexual performance. When you apply castor oil here, you're doing much more than simply moisturizing the surface. You're delivering its deep, penetrating properties straight to the core of your pelvic floor. The oil encourages those muscles to soften and release tension, allowing blood vessels to expand and deliver a healthier flow. It also nourishes and stimulates nerve pathways that may have been sluggish or inactive for years. This combination of muscle relaxation, improved blood supply, and nerve reactivation creates the perfect environment for stronger, more consistent erections. In my experience, this can be especially transformative for men who've noticed a gradual decline. Maybe their morning erections aren't as firm, or they find themselves losing hardness too soon during intimacy. By targeting this point, you're addressing multiple underlying factors at once, rather than just the surface symptoms. Here's how to do it correctly for maximum benefit. Start by making sure the area is clean and completely dry. This ensures the oil can absorb deeply without any barriers on the skin. Take a teaspoon of pure, cold-pressed castor oil. And I can't emphasize enough the importance of using a high-quality, unrefined oil, as this keeps all its natural compounds intact. Warm the oil gently, either by rubbing it slowly between your fingers and palms, or by placing the teaspoon in a small bowl of warm water for a few minutes. You're not looking for high heat, just enough so it's pleasantly warm when it touches your skin. Once the oil is ready, get into a comfortable position where you can easily reach the perineum. Using slow, firm, but gentle movements, begin massaging the oil into that area. Your goal is to press deep enough to feel the underlying muscle, but without creating any discomfort. Imagine you're coaxing the tissue to soften, open up, and receive the nourishment. Let your fingers move in small, steady circles or gentle strokes, covering the entire space between the scrotum and the anus. Spend at least 2 to 3 minutes here, longer if you can. This isn't about speed. It's about giving your body time to respond. The more mindful and unhurried your touch, the more the muscles and blood vessels in this area will relax. Many men find that focusing on their breathing while doing this, slow inhalation, slow exhalation, helps release even more tension and encourages the body to receive the sensation. For an extra boost, once the massage is complete, place a warm compress or a folded towel that's been dipped in warm water over the area for about 15 minutes. The combination of heat and oil creates a deeper level of tissue penetration and enhances circulation even further. You might feel a gentle warmth spreading through your pelvic region. This is a sign that blood flow is increasing. I recommend making this a calming end-of-day ritual. Doing it in the evening, when your body is already starting to unwind, allows the tissues to stay relaxed and continue absorbing the oil overnight without interruption. With regular practice, this simple routine can become a quiet, restorative habit that supports not just your intimate health, but your overall sense of well-being. Some men tell me they start noticing subtle changes in just a few days, maybe a gentle warmth, a light tingling sensation, or a feeling of more life in the pelvic area. For others, improvements build more slowly, often taking 2 to 4 weeks of regular application before noticing clear signs like stronger morning firmness or the ability to maintain an erection more reliably during intimacy. Every body responds at its own pace, and that's perfectly normal. The important thing to remember is that this isn't an artificial, quick boost like a pill. Instead, it's a process of gently retraining your body, reconditioning your tissues, and restoring the natural mechanisms that support healthy function. Along the way, you may notice some surprising extra benefits. Many men report feeling a greater sense of ease in the pelvic floor, as if tension they didn't even realize they were holding had been released. Others mention less stiffness or tightness in the lower back, since the muscles and nerves in this region are closely interconnected. In some cases, men find their urinary control improves. They can hold their bladder more easily and experience fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom. This isn't a coincidence. The same nerves and muscle groups that help you achieve and maintain an erection also play a direct role in bladder health. Of course, castor oil will give you the best results when supported by daily healthy habits that nurture your circulation and balance your hormones. Make it a priority to stay well hydrated throughout the day so your blood flows freely and your tissues remain plump and receptive. Include plenty of leafy greens and beets in your meals to naturally boost nitric oxide, a compound that helps blood vessels open wider and deliver more oxygen to every part of your body, including your most intimate areas. Choose foods rich in healthy fats like salmon, nuts, and extra virgin olive oil, which provide the building blocks for healthy testosterone levels and flexible blood vessel walls. In addition to diet, consider adding gentle pelvic floor exercises to your weekly routine. Kegel exercises, when done correctly, can strengthen the same muscles that help trap blood inside the penis, making your erections not only firmer, but also longer lasting. Even a few minutes a day can create noticeable improvement over time. And finally, never underestimate the role of your mind in your sexual health. Stress, worry, and constant tension flood the body with hormones that tighten blood vessels and dampen desire. Taking time each day for relaxation isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Whether you find calm through deep breathing, a slow afternoon walk, bedtime stretching, or simply sitting quietly in your favorite chair, These moments of rest help your body shift into a state where intimacy feels natural and enjoyable. Again, when you combine castor oil therapy with these supportive habits, you create the perfect environment for lasting, meaningful change. Castor oil is generally safe for external use, but it's important to choose a pure, cold-pressed variety to ensure you're getting all its natural benefits without added chemicals or processing that could irritate the skin. Avoid using it on broken, inflamed, or irritated skin, as this can cause discomfort and slow healing. If you ever experience significant pelvic pain, sudden or unexplained changes in erectile function, or other unusual symptoms, please see your doctor promptly to rule out any underlying condition that may require treatment. If you're taking medications for blood pressure, heart disease, or other circulation-related concerns, it's always wise to let your doctor know before adding any new regimen, even a natural one like this. Your doctor can guide you to ensure this practice works safely alongside your current care plan. Remember, the goal here isn't just improvement. It's improvement in a way that supports your overall health for years to come. So, to all the men watching, I want you to remember this. Your body is far more adaptable than you might believe. Even after 50, it's capable of responding, healing, and regaining strength in ways that can truly surprise you. With the right care, the right stimulation, and the right habits, you can reignite that spark you thought was fading forever and enjoy intimacy that feels confident, natural, and satisfying. Try this simple castor oil technique consistently and give your body the nourishment it needs from both the outside and the inside. Support it with healthy food, good hydration, and daily moments of relaxation, and you might find yourself experiencing changes that go beyond what you expected. Don't rush the process. Trust it. And if you found this information helpful or encouraging, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about who might benefit from it. You never know how much difference a simple piece of knowledge can make in someone else's life. This is Dr. Elena Martínez, wishing you health, vitality, and confidence at every stage of life. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Until then, take care. Listen to your body and never stop believing in its ability to restore and renew.